In the aftermath of the escalating tensions between the United Space Command and the Commonwealth, culminating in the destruction of the Taurus Eternal, the people of the solar system welcomed the seclusion the Jumpgate shutdown brought with it. In isolation, they prospered and soon began to heal, putting the traumatic events of the past behind themselves. After an initial period of instability, the USC government was restructured, and out of the wreckage of the old, the Terran Protectorate was born. Now, having re-established contact with the Gate Network, we, the Protectorate, are the shield valiantly standing between its inhabitants and the Xenon menace. The other factions may not recognize us as Supreme Protectors just yet, but they will.
Hello, my name is Cronus Adair, and this is X4 Foundations. If you aren't familiar with X4, this is a sandbox sci-fi game with a rich background. It's similar to games like EVE Online or Elite Dangerous in that you start out as the pilot of a ship, flying, fighting, exploring, and trading. As the game progresses, you go from one ship to controlling a squadron of ships to fleets of combat, mining, and trading ships. You'll also be building space stations, from small utility stations to massive structures, and what you do has a real effect on the universe around you. At this point, the empire building aspects of the game kick in, and we get a weird cross of EVE Online with Stellaris. Like I said, this is a unique title. Now, the X4 universe is massive. Dozens of sectors to explore, many factions and pirates fighting each other, all with a rich history that the German developer Eaglesoft has spent 20 years and a half dozen titles developing. There are many ways to play this game and multiple starts. In games like this, I tend to be a sucker for playing humans, especially humans from Earth, in this case, the Terrans. The Terrans are the dark horse of X4. They are the only race to have invented faster-than-light travel. They also created the big bad of the series, the Xenon. The Xenon started out as independent, self-aware, terraforming machines able to self-replicate. Yeah, it's as bad as it sounds. Artificial intelligence, unsupervised, able to self-replicate. Of course they turned on their creators and nearly wiped Earth out twice. Thus Earth, or in this case the Terran Protectorate, is deeply suspicious of AI, deeply isolationist, quite militaristic, and even has somewhat of a caste system in place. The only citizens born on Earth are those that have proven themselves even able to travel to Earth. We'll be starting as Raibu Harikan, a recent graduate of the Terran Cadet Academy, and inducted into a new organization, the Terran Militia. The Terran Militia is similar in concept to the French Legionnaires, accepting pilots from the outskirts of the solar system and even aliens, and allowing them to advance in Terran society. But as we'll learn, the head of the Terran Militia Mission Command has ulterior motives. For those of you who are familiar with X4, I'll be playing a lightly modded game in the Terran Cadet Start. Most of the mods are cosmetic, and if there's interest, I'll list the mods in a separate community post. Initially, I'll be playing with Kingdom End, Hyperion, and the new Envoy pack offline. I'll add those in at the time of my choosing. With that said, let's get into it.
Ever since I can remember, I have dreamt of seeing Earth, humble origin of our species, up close. Since I was born on a trading vessel in the far orbit around Titan, the core of the solar system remains, according to Protectorate policy, beyond my reach. That is, until I have made a name for myself. Having recently graduated from cadet school, I aim to do just that.
Alright, here we are in X4.
Oh, tell me again why we're stuck with maintenance duty in Mars of all places.
Just lucky. Alright, so we are flying a Terran Katana. It's their
As if
default
anyone's
medium
gonna
fighter.
attack our backyard.
And it looks cool. It's kind of crap, especially with the initial equipment they give us. Mr. Shineman here is our wingman, and we're going to be doing a couple introductory missions with him.
This one's fine. Go check that satellite over there. I'll just head over this way.
As you see, he's
Empty space.
somewhat bored of our current assignments. So I'm using travel drive to approach the satellite.
We're already 3 months out of cadet school and they still fob us off with housekeeping jobs. We should be out there, with intervention, saving the universe.
Yeah, they're not going to
Wait!
trust a
That
couple
one's
of
missing.
ragtag militia
Why
pilots
is
with
it-
things like that.
Mission Command says to just deploy a new one. See? They don't even care.
Alright. What have you got going on?
It's as if they're keeping us away from the fight on purpose.
Trained pilots are among the most vital resources of the Terran Protectorate. Terran aces are known to decimate entire squadrons of adversaries through superior maneuvers. You, by contrast, have none of these qualities.
Gee, thanks, Nellie.
Which is why we aren't trusted with those duties.
Diagnostics are taking a tad long on this one. You go on ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Alright, approach to prep
I
satellite.
guess we're supposed to show off our superior maneuvers to these useless tin cans.
Feedback forwarded.
Typical.
Alright, we're approaching the satellite. It looks like it's damaged.
Damaged, huh? You'll have to get out of your ship and repair it manually.
You can see that from right here. It says the hull's 20%. This white bar here is also the health indicator. So let's step out. Now I always quick save when I step out of my ship, just because there's a couple things that could potentially go wrong.
Yeah, that one's completely trashed. And it looks like it's been that way for...
13 Earth days. 22 Earth hours. 9.
Damn! Just goes to show that nobody cares about this place.
Alright, repair it up.
Ukri. Docking granted.
Mayday! Mayday! We have a critical engine failure in Mars Sector. Botany Club. Dead in the void. I repeat.
A distress signal! Mission Command, we have a civilian ship signaling distress from the outskirts of the sector. Apparently they're having some sort of emergency. Engine failure. Permission to investigate.
Mars doesn't do accidents, Cadet.
There's Mission Command.
Permission granted. Proceed with caution.
Ah, finally, some action. Let's put our maintenance skills to good use for once, huh? Now, how did that long-range scan work again?
You press Shift 3, then hold R, and that releases the long-range scan.
Don't worry, citizens. The cavalry's here.
You can kind of see it in the distance anyway. Alright, let's approach. Now, this is Mars, very heavily patrolled. This side of thing is not supposed to happen, so what's going on? Oh heck, Xenon.
Breaking formation!
Ah, shoot. There we go.
Seriously, what the? Since when does Xenon send out fake distress signals?
Since when does Xenon get access to Mars? We're 2 jumps inside the solar system. We're 2 jumps away from Earth. You're not supposed to be here. Alright.
Wreck.
Let's get closer. Oh, this thing is not looking good. Yep. Engines tore off, bows tore off.
Nelly, analysis.
Classification. High-tech trader. Crew. Deceased. Cargo. Classified. Reconstructing events. Processing. 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 Permission has been denied. Investigation terminated.
Suffer through the mission debriefing.
That's quite enough. Our specialists will take over from here.
Specialists,
and
you say?
Cadets, will hear from me shortly. Dismissed.
Yeah, so there's something going on here. And Mr. Shinneman here is about to speculate on that.
Break some sort of protocol? I'm not seeing any reprimands in my profile. Let's find something else to do until Mission Command comes back to haunt us.
Uh-huh.
I'll stick with you.
Now this is where the game wants you to go and do other stuff. However, these are those specialists.
Katana.
Now, Mission Command specialists, and they're flying a katana. Now this katana is a bit unique. Unlike most Terran NPCs, if you attack this katana,
So, let's summarize.
the Navy will
Someone
not
or
respond.
something raided that trading vessel for highly classified high-tech goods.
Uh-huh.
They knew the trade route in the outer reaches of our stronghold sector and took out nearby satellites to let the distress signal run aground. And on top of that, Xenon scouts are still drawn to the wreckage days after the incident. Something's brewing.
Indeed, there's more going on here than meets the eye. So Katana, much better ship than what we're flying. The medium ship, and it's got some interesting armaments. Those are meson streams. They are basically laser sniper rifles. Very long range, very high damage, very long cycle time. They're designed for the Terrans to hit big targets with a lot of damage. They're very bad at hitting small targets like our katana. Not katana, our kukri. They're also very, very expensive. So hey, I kind of like your gear. Also, if it wasn't clear from our character's self-introduction, he's a bit ambitious. And I think Mission Command here is hanging these guys out as a test. She wants to see if anyone will take her little bait and potentially be interested in promotion. In any case, hey, I like your stuff, so I'm going to quick save. And we're going to fight. So basically the principle here is we shoot the ship. As the hull points go down, it has a chance of the true ejecting. And that's what we're going to try, so good luck.
Stop your attack with me. You're in serious trouble.
Alright, so we don't want to let it get too far away. We also don't want it to let it point its nose at us, because those meson streams will one-shot us. Perfect. So we're going to be playing cat and mouse a bit, trying to stay within weapons range while it tries to boost away. And again, we do not want to let it get its nose pointed at us.
You're really asking for it now.
Oh, just eject. So we're going to be playing cat and mouse a bit, trying to basically bully it to eject. Bolt turrets. Those are very high damage turrets, but as you see, they're taking our shield down quite a bit. They are very low velocity, low accuracy. So as long they stay out of their field of fire and keep moving, it shouldn't hurt too much. Okay, good. Shield's at 37%. Again.
Go away.
Yeah, no. Why don't you eject? Again, we do not want to let it get its nose pointed at us. Switch to one gun.
We'll be scanning your inventory.
I don't have anything in inventory. That's funny, the police
Go away.
scanning me while I pirate this katana.
All clear. Come along.
Yes, I'm not doing anything, officer. And there we go.
Failing.
Awesome. Okay. And what have we here? So, the AI will randomly destroy a number of the hard points on a ship when they eject, and oh, it looks like we got all 4 meson streams. Nice. Alright, so at this point,
Ukri.
quick save. So to claim the ship, we go into scanning mode, and we approach the ship. Typically, there's a node near the ship's hangar. As you see, there's a little icon here, audio bar. That will get bigger and bigger as we approach. And you see this little red flashing thing? That's the scan node. We either repair it or we scan it. And we're going to scan it.
Katana.
Congrats! We are now the proud owner of a katana. Now, I'm going to take a couple minutes and repair the hull. I'll use the magic of editing to skip ahead to the point where the hull is nearly repaired. I take it to the space station to repair it, but this is the beginning of the game where we are cheap and need to save money.
Oh, looks like we're still in Mission Command's good books. They just sent us a posting for a border assignment.
Alright. And we're nearly fully repaired. Awesome.
Docking granted.
So here is our katana. Very shiny. As you see, much more spacious. That presumably goes deeper into the ship. That's the loading ramp. Very
Katana.
nice. Alright, and as you see, 4 Meson streams. Oh, we got one of the bolt turrets too. Okay. So at this point, we need a wharf. And it's a shame that Terran police officer flew away. So as we can see, there's some space stations off in the distance. So we're going to go approach them. So this is the universe map. We are in the Mars sector. And there we go. Now, ships in the map, you can hit T
Tokyo.
to target. So that is a Tokyo class carrier. We're going to hit C
Hello there.
to initiate comms. 4, where can I find the wharf?
Sending you information now.
Alright. So, in X4 there are wharves, shipyards, and equipment docks. Wharves build small and medium ships, shipyards build large and extra large ships, and equipment docks let you do repairs and equipment changes. We're going to go to the wharf. As you see, this turns like a brick compared to what we used to.
Short range transporter.
Normally I would do something about that, but these are Meson streams. I'm not going to try to snipe that criminal.
Baldric. Docking not possible. Terran wharf. Docking queued.
Docking queued. So you select the
Docking
station
granted.
and hit Shift D to request docking. As you see, this blue icon, this green icon here, is where they're letting us dock. Go in, and it has a decent docking computer. Otherwise, that would be much more of a manual pain. Not quite as bad as
Successfully
landing in
docked.
Lake Dangerous, but almost so. So we're going to want to upgrade and repair.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Okay, so this ship has a mod on its engine, but it's got 2 Terran Combat Mark III engines, which is the engine I prefer on my combat ships, so that's going to be just fine. Combat thrusters. So combat thrusters have a little more yaw, pitch, and especially roll. All-around thrusters, you get a little less maneuverability for more strafe. I'm going to keep the maneuverability simply because the katana does a lot of power moves. Alright, lost both shield generators. We're going to get both Terran Mark IIIs. So, so these are modded. We're going to want to strip those off in a second. So, those are worth nearly 4 million, nearly 5 million credits apiece. We're going to switch those to the much cheaper Proton Barrage Mark II. So we're going to take off a weapon that's nearly 5 million credits and replace it with a weapon that's nearly 750k credits. So they're going to pay us to switch equipment on this ship. We're going to put pulse turrets on this because they're a good combination of damage output and accuracy. Software looks good. Lots of consumables. Don't like mines. We're going to need mines in the upcoming story, but we don't need quite so many. Take some resource probes and some satellites.
We'll be scanning your cargo hold.
And we'll take some laser towers. Don't want to go crazy. And we'll also take a crew. Then I will set this to my default paint. Nice, beautiful white. Okay. So they're going to pay us almost 7 million credits to do this refit. We're going to get up. Because we've got a couple of modded components, we've got to strip those mods off to change them. Because while the Xenon streams are nice weapons, I don't necessarily like them as player weapons. Okay. So just curious. You got a boost duration mod. Neat. Okay. So we're going to strip those weapons off.
Hello there.
Hello. Oh, speaking of which.
Hello there.
You are expensive. As you see, this is a 3-star crewmate, and he wants 1.6 million credits.
Good luck out
to
there.
be hired. He's expensive. We want somebody a bit cheaper. Alright. So...
Hello there.
3,500 credits. We're going to hire you, and you are going to be the captain of our kukri.
It'll be a pleasure working with you.
Yes. So, our paint job didn't change. Let me fix that.
We have reports of an outbreak
So for
of
this
argon
panel,
flu in this sector.
you can
Would
change
all
your paint
visitors
job.
please report to the medic bay for inoculation.
And you can also go into your ship. Hooray!
Katana.
So we're going to want to upgrade and repair the final 2 Xenon streams to the proton barrages. And voila, we now have 15 million credits in our bank account. Huzzah! Now, while we're waiting for that to finish, we can now control the kukri because it has an NPC pilot from the RTS map. So what we're going to do, we're going to have the kukri explore the Mars sector, get rid of the fog of war. So generally what I do is I have it run around the perimeter. Then, after the perimeter's flown, I have it fly from corner to corner. Then once the corners have been flown through, we go to the center. And we fly from center to center. Now, as you see, the map's getting bigger as the ship gets towards the edge. You could basically fly off into infinity in each sector, but you will never go to another sector without going through a gate. Alright, so the kukri will explore for us. Now that we're finished changing our equipment loadout out, let's undock. Alright, and we're going to want to switch the turrets from defend to attack fighters first.
short-range transporter.
Alright, so red is bad. That's criminal. If you shoot criminals, you get faction rewards. They'll also pay you a little bit of credits. So one thing you can do to raise your reputation with a faction if it's low is fly near their stations and shoot criminals. Hooray! Alright, so missions. Go to map. Mission offers Defenders of Soul. We're going to want to accept that.
I figured you two would jump at this opportunity. Do not disappoint me.
Ma'am, understood.
Thanks for your help.
Alright.
Accelerator. Asteroid belt.
So this is an accelerator. It's used for moving from sector to sector within a star system. The Terrans are the masters of playing tall, and they've really built out into their solar system, Sol, a lot more than other races typically do, because other races typically have access to gates that take them off to sectors with more resources. Yeah, Terrans bootstrapped themselves the hard way. So there was another criminal there, but I'm going to ignore that.
Terran security to Talati vessel. You are approaching Terran restricted space. Please divert your course.
What I said about the Terrans being isolationist?
This is Talati Trader Lucrative Investments to Terran Patrol. We are looking for mutual opportunities.
Yeah, they're not going to be
make
interested.
Profits.
We are not interested. We insist that you divert your course.
But we can surely achieve mutual benefit from...
Negative. We demand that you change course immediately.
Maybe we can persuade you with valuable information about...
We order you to change your course immediately, or we will be obliged to take measures to protect the safety and security of this system.
Okay. Changing course.
So the
We
Talati
realize
are
profits from this unfortunate loss of opportunity are split equally between each of us.
Talati are the Ferengi of this universe, and they love having good trades. Unfortunately, the Terrans kind of have their own economy that's separate from the rest of the network here, and they're not really interested in trading. About the only thing that the Talati trader could have had that would have interested the Terrans would maybe be energy cells. So we are now in the asteroid belt, next sector over in... Oh, we don't have a captain. So what you can do is you can either hire a captain like before or go to information. And... Oh, I'm currently piloting, so this probably won't work. Let's get out of the captain seat. Information. Promote best crew member to captain.
Sir.
And hello. That's our new captain. So they'll fly the katana when we're not in the seat. And look at all of the capital ships sitting on this gate. Now this is a jump gate, and that is the Xenon. Oh crap. That is a K-class destroyer. Those are bad news.
That could be your last
Requesting immediate backup.
Incoming Xenon detected. Prepare for battle. Launching fighters. Take them down before they invade deeper into the inner core.
Alright.
K.
And we're gonna help take this K down. As you can see, it's dying quickly. And large ships like this will explode. So get away, or else the explosion could damage you. Small and medium ships, you don't have to worry about that quite so much. But yeah, Terrans has some serious firepower.
So this is the whole Sol-born militia business that's been all over the news. Some say it's because of increased Xenon activity. Others that it's some sort of publicity stunt. Or even a political power play against the Intervention Corps. Well, I'm not one to complain. Not this time, anyway. Whatever gets us in High Command's good books, eh?
Militia, squadrons, and foreign auxiliaries. Those of you who were not lucky enough to be born on Terran soil, let me hereby welcome you formally into the ranks of the first and last defenders of the Gate Network, and to those who are Sol-born, or even Earth-born, to resist the temptation of heroism and put the defense of our sanctuary first is a sign of providence and true courage. By coming here, you have already made Earth proud. Captain, the ball is in your court.
Remember what I said about the French Legionnaires?
This is Captain Nowak Lee of the Military Supply Transport Silverback. Another welcome from me and my crew, and glad to see the militia is keeping its promises. All squadrons prepare for liftoff.
Yeah, that's another criminal. Alright. Now that he's been suitably dispatched.
Okinawa.
Alright, so this is the Silverback transport. So, one neat game mechanic. You fly close to a large or extra large ship in a small or medium ship. And it's kind of gravity, for lack of a better term, will keep you, will let you station keep with it. Very, very handy.
This is your captain speaking. We're commencing our approach towards the Sol Gate. Please keep an eye out for resistance.
Thank you.
Alright.
Jump
This
gate.
is the
Unknown
jump gate.
sector.
It will take us out of the solar system.
Xenon on fast approach. Engage while we prepare countermeasures.
Entering
Oh, there
system.
they are.
Get so.
Oh, I was waiting for this. Yeah.
So this has a lot more firepower than the little katana we were flying.
N.
Dogfighting, but I only dogfight in this ship when there's a lot of targets to distract. Otherwise, the way you want to fly this ship is more to joust using power moves. Fly
Danger.
in, fly out. Alright, so we're going to get back into formation with the transport. And as you can see, there is a Terran station off in the distance. So we are now in Getsufune. Neat system name. It's actually Japanese for moon ship. Now it's Getsufune. If you drop the ne off the end of Getsufune, It changes the meaning from spaceship to space excrement, shall we say? Or moonship, from moonship to moon excrement. Yeah, excuse me. So you definitely do not want to drop the nay on the pronunciation. Now, you'll see...
This is your captain speaking.
Hello.
On behalf of the crew of the Silverback, I would like to thank you for your continued support during these turbulent episodes.
Oh, you're welcome.
We should be able to manage the last leg of our route without further interruptions.
A piece of cake. Let's see what Mission Command has in store for us next, huh? Oh, now would you look at that station? Oh, we're really planting our flag.
Yes, we are.
Wonder what the rest of the network has to say about that.
They probably won't be happy.
Following protocol, I'm guessing that the next logical step is... mines! Of course. Can't have a military outpost without a minefield, eh? I just hope they give us the ones with proper friend foe detection.
Lockbox.
Alright.
I see they're still ejecting the same old multi-purpose lockboxes in the hopes that someone will pick them up eventually. It's a miracle they didn't drift away. Hijacked by Newton's vengeful spirit. See if you can spot them with your long-range scan.
So these are lockboxes. You access them by shooting their locks off. Fortunately, these are pretty easy compared to most of them. And neat tip, if you hit Y, you can zoom in.
God, armored! That's smart.
Okay. Got all the lockboxes. Now, technically, I didn't need to get all the lockboxes, but reselect all of our weapons. Now, note that these little dots in front of me are gray. That's because there is no target within their range.
Seems a bit dangerous placing them so close to the outpost. But who are we to judge? Let's see how our fellow defenders have handled their part of the assignment. Oh boy.
So I've got a lot of my deployables on a hotkey.
That's our task list almost done. Just one standard patrol left. Those are easy. You just circle around the station for a few minutes and tell them that everything's clear.
Otherwise, you have to enter, deploy, see either civilian or deploy military, and you select what you want. I've got it on a hotkey.
Encrypted connection established.
What's up, Nellie?
Maintenance vessel.
What is up indeed, Cadet? There appears to be a nav beacon suspiciously close to our outpost. A nav beacon with no apparent owner and purpose. Investigate, but keep quiet about it.
Strange beacon.
Nav beacon.
Hello. What are you? Yaki. Those are pirates.
Who on earth is Yaki? Never heard of that guy. Strange. I could have sworn there was some sort of signal at first.
Obviously, they pay attention to network politics.
I'm afraid we will have to postpone your secret
Terran
mission.
Academy.
Our scanners have picked up an approaching Xenon vessel. Saddle up and join the defenses.
T.
Thank you.
That's a scout.
Wait, that's a scout. We have to take it out before... And it's gone.
Nope, it's destroyed. But it's got buddies.
All squadrons, prepare to launch. We have an incoming Xenon strike force.
That we do.
Engage when ready. Mission command signing off.
So we're not going to dogfight right now. We're going to flip around. job.
Guys? I'm trying to dampen your enthusiasm here, but there seems to be a commotion.
This is outrageous!
Oh boy.
The Republic will not stand for this!
Stand down, citizen. This sector is vital to the defense of Sol and the entire gate network. Given time, the Antigone Republic will certainly see the benefits of our protection.
Nonsense! This is a military occupation of neutral grounds! Damage my ship, hurt my crew, and everyone will see you as the oppressors you really are!
Chick Show, that bumbling buffoon is about to waltz right into our minefield. Any squads in the vicinity?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a relief. Quickly, slow down that ship without injuring its crew.
Can do.
We cannot have another diplomatic meltdown this soon. And get me the Chief Secretary on the line pronto.
So yeah, our mission command's somewhat
You
connected.
heard the commander. I'll follow your lead. Oh,
So-
this isn't gonna be pretty.
This is a large ship. Large ships you can target their subcomponents. In this instance, we want to
Engine.
destroy their engines.
I get it. Destroying the engines. Let's be careful to stay out of the turret's line of sight, though,
Alright, let's get away.
Job well done, Spud. Let me be absolutely clear in case that trespasser's speech got to you. You are not troublemakers. You are problem solvers. Our neighbors might not see it that way, but the network depends on people like you. People like us, who won't hesitate to do what's necessary. Now I need you two on standby while I sort out this diplomatic mess.
That's an admin tower that's under construction. We're planting the flag.
A situation like that can even crack a nut as tough as Mission Command. At least it seems like we did well in her eyes this time. And we even got a tidy sum for our troubles.
Alright.
Yeah, this might be a good opportunity to buy a few upgrades for our ships. I've taken the liberty of marking the nearest station for you.
I've
If you
already
think
got
you're
an
already
upgrade.
set, just let me know.
Now, we don't need to change our equipment, but
Bookery.
what we
Hello
could
there.
use is a promotion. Let's go to our
Sending
factory's
you
operative.
information now.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go to
Engaged.
the Terran faction representative, and we're going to get an upgrade. Because this will take a little bit of travel, I will cut to it when the moment is appropriate. Alright, so we are at the faction representative,
Disengage.
and that is in Saturn. As you see, we're getting more of the map. Venus, Mars, asteroid belt, Jupiter. Saturn is a multi-sector area.
Orbital supply base. Docking
Request
granted.
docking.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
And while it's docking, you can get up out of your seat. Waiting for the boarding ramp to deploy. So this yellow line is directing us to the faction representative. And faction representatives are very useful. You get licenses, you get blueprints.
Hello there.
As you can see, you've got Japanese kanji.
It's good to see you, friend.
So, I want a police license.
Good luck out there.
If you've got a police license, you get more credits for shooting criminals. You also aren't penalized for scanning other ships. Yeah, it's a nice little extra way to make money. Let's get into our ship. Alright, so what we're going to do... We don't need to upgrade our ship's engine, so we're going to abort that mission.
Katana.
All set? Then let's pay the outpost another visit and see what Mission Command has in store for us.
Alright, and now it's back to Getsufune. Fune.
Maintenance vessel. Docking aborted.
Alright. Now that we've shot that criminal, I will see you back
Autopilot
in
engaged.
Getsufune. Alright, here we are back in Getsufune.
Autopilot disengaged.
Let's report for duty.
Well then, recruits. As a reward for your commitment, let me paint you a bigger picture.
Please.
High Command may not like it, but if we continue to face the Xenon head-on, scouring the network with imposing fleets, heroically putting out fires wherever they flare up, we are bound to lose this war. Do not misunderstand. The Intervention Corps is indispensable, both as long arm of the Protectorate and winged savior alike. However, this eternal meat grinder of clashing fleets cannot be a permanent solution. To truly beat the Xenon in a war of attrition, it is paramount that we instead thwart their infrastructure wherever possible. Those parasites are lurking at the edges of our sectors, avoiding our defenses and ciphering off our resources. I am putting you on scouting duty. Report any sightings of Xenon infrastructure units directly to me.
Yeah, she does have a very good point. Which gives me an idea.
Oh no.
See, the Xenon might appear as an unstoppable and unknowable force at
Gotta
first
watch out for
glance,
junior
but
officers with
the way
ideas.
they wage war isn't so different from us. Like us, they rely on their scouts to gauge their enemy's strength and send an appropriate force to deal with them. But, unlike us, they're simple-minded machines. It's all action-reaction. So, if we attack a scout somewhere in no man's space,
we can divert their forces, potentially leaving their infrastructure units unprotected. Apologies. I just happen to be still listening in.
Obviously.
You may go ahead with your plan, but be warned. The Xenon are not just simple machines. They're erratic, unpredictable, deadly. Stay alert at all times.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I picked out a nice spot for our operation. Not too far from the outpost, but still close enough to the Xenon-infested outskirts of the sector. A satellite might serve as bait and help us spot incoming scouts at a distance.
So, Getsufune has a blue outline, the same cyan blue as the Terran Protectorate, and if we go to Encyclopedia entry, governing faction Terran Protectorate. So the Terrans have laid claim. I'm going to deploy a satellite here simply because it's useful for vision.
Autopilot empty space.
And we're going to continue on with the mission.
Katana.
There's a Terran Protectorate Katana.
Empty space.
Just like us.
Autopilot disengaged.
You've already seen how fast these things are. As soon as one appears, try to shoot it out of travel drive.
T.
There it is. Alright. This thing is nimble as heck. And we will probably not be able to hit it. no chance.
Ah, bastard! I really hope it's still reported us as a threat.
Alright.
Oh, here they come. Not a second too soon. Let's hurry past them before their stupid machine brains have time to react. Oh, these fools don't even realize they're pointing us right at our target.
So the Xenon are sending a squadron to intercept our reported position. We are going around them. And there, you can see them going past us. So I'm going to turn off flight assist. That lets us drift, and I'm going to shift to change our direction like this. Very, very handy, especially in an unmaneuverable brick like the Katana.
S.
And those are Xenon S's. Infrastructure units.
Hide onto their railroad. That way their first hit.
Yaki pirates are awfully keen on putting nav beacons down. Almost like they were trying to lead somebody somewhere.
Empty space.
And hey, that's another jump gate.
Nav beacon.
And there's another Yaki nav beacon.
Thanks for your help.
As you see, we just got 120K for...
Knew something was wrong. Come on, we're about to bust this mystery wide open.
Alright, let's go through. That nav beacon is very tanky. I usually do take the time to shoot it down, but it just takes a long time.
Entering system. Savage Spur.
We are now in a Xenon sector. Hooray!
More beacons! And they form a trail. Onward. I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you.
You just said that.
Right behind you.
Right behind you.
Oh, that's not ominous.
Obelisk! Obelisk! What are you doing? By Mukai's stinking breath, leave them in peace!
Never! I watched you and your puppets cower in fear long enough.
No! Stop right this instant! You know what it's already done to you!
Curse you, can die.
Nice that they're having this conversation on an open frequency.
Your chains will not shackle me any longer.
Okay.
Enemy movement. All squads, return to base immediately. The entire sector is descending on us.
That doesn't sound good. Alright. Cool. My satellite got there.
You're in serious trouble.
So, yeah, we are going to boogie. That is a Xenon station. That would kill us without, in an instant, without breaking a sweat. We are going nowhere near that thing. Xenon defense platform. Somebody was ballsy enough to put a satellite up next to it. Alright, so we are going to travel drive all the way back. And we seem to have lost our wingmate. Not good. Oh boy, that's okay.
Entering system. Getsofune.
It's right behind us, and there is our wingmate ship.
Recruit, where on Earth have you been? And where is your squad mate?
I don't know. I'm getting out of the way of this K. Oh boy. They are under attack.
Defense platform.
And there's the Xenon. So we've got 7 minutes.
Do what you must. Use the station as cover. Draw them into our turret's line of fire. No matter what's coming at us, we will not budge.
Try not to hit the station.
Cannot tolerate your actions.
Yeah, we hit the station. Generally, if you don't hit them too much, it's no big deal.
Docking rent.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't mean to. I didn't shoot at you. From my turrets. So yeah, if we shoot them too much, they will go hostile. We do not want that. that's left is the cap ship. So this is a serious beast. And we did it.
Explosion imminent.
With 2.5 minutes to spare. Nice. Again, you want to stay clear of the explosions. Huzzah! Alright. Ooh, and the Terrans brought their destroyers. Those are
Saga.
2 Osakas and a
Sin.
Sin, which is a badass. That's a lot of firepower.
Congratulations, squads. You handled yourselves admirably.
Mission Command's happy with
Even
us.
though this was considerably more than you initially signed up for. I'll be contacting you individually to discuss our next steps once the dust has settled. Until then, you will want to take some time off. Consider this an order.
Hey, time off.
Except for you, recruit.
Uh-huh.
I'm adding you to the admission list to Maya headquarters. We have a few things to talk about.
Requesting immediate backup.
Apparently, I've stood out. Alright, so we're gonna go pick up our wingmate's abandoned fighter. Alright, say you didn't want the Velvet Thunder, the katana that was so graciously offered to you, and you have timelines. Another option is
Odachi.
the Terran Odachi. It is conveniently located in Getsufune. I'm not going to say exactly where, in case you don't know, so you can have fun discovering
Katana.
it.
Odachi.
But that is one sexy ship. So this is a Corvette, just like the Katana. It's an old school Terran ship.
Docking granted.
So, a little different vibe in here. And there's our
Odachi.
cockpit. Alright, so to get one of our personnel. You'll be our captain.
Hello there.
All right, here we are at the Secret Service Bureau. And this is Mission Command.
Recruit! It's good to see you're still in one piece. Apologies for the harsh welcome earlier. Communications cut off as soon as you engage those Xenon infrastructure units. And I cannot stand having no vision on my subordinates.
Obviously.
There's no need for a detailed report, Recruit. My staff have already extracted your ship logs the moment you arrived.
Awesome. Less paperwork.
It is beyond dispute that what you have witnessed is of the utmost concern to the Protectorate. But that is only half of the reason why I called you here personally. You have displayed unquestionable obedience and clarity of mind in the most stressful of situations.
Must be when I lifted the katana.
And distinguished yourself as a defender of Sol in even the darkest hours of
Why,
our
thank you,
operation.
ma'am.
I hereby raise you to the rank of Special Operative. And no, refusal is not an option. But I might deign to answer some of your questions, if you have any. No classified subjects, though.
So, what happened to my wingmate?
My analysts are not entirely sure about the exact order of events. For that, we would have to interrogate Xenon himself, and he remains MIA. Judging by your report, it seems he may have been abducted. But I have a suspicion that there's more to it than that. I really should have read the signs beforehand. After all, predicting the movements of ally and enemy alike is core to my job here. For some reason, Xenon must have tried desperately to make a name for himself, to be inquisitive and proactive in every situation. He also seems to have eerie intuition regarding the Xenon. I can only guess that something in his childhood, surrounded by stories about the glorious Terran war against the machine scourge, must have sparked his imagination. Try to understand. That which cannot be understood might have been his downfall.
Alright. So, how's things going on with Antigone?
That was an unfortunate confrontation, to say the least. We came close to a debacle, but I was ultimately able to smooth things over with the Secretary of the Antigone Republic.
You're connected at a high
When
level.
interacting with the rest of the Gate Network, we will always attempt to show ourselves from our best angle. But make no mistake, Earth will not allow herself to be abused or threatened ever again.
And there's that Terran chutzpah. So what is the Soulborn Militia, really?
A cutting-edge operation to strengthen societal cohesion. Or, if you believe intervention, just another failed experiment. When I originally pitched the idea, I was mostly concerned with creating a common cause for the disenfranchised of Sol. Though drawing in foreign attention seekers turned out to be a welcome side effect. After all, why would you care? Stand up and fight for our beautiful system if you felt like a second-class citizen, or worse, an alien. I suppose there are a few parallels to the Pioneers' Initiative. Another campaign that defied expectations in its own way. Call it a hunch, but I'm sure you'll be able to see that for yourself very soon.
So where do we go from here?
Well, I must say that I am hesitant to send you away again so soon. But since you're asking, there might indeed be something to help take your mind off these unfortunate events. That is, if you think you're ready.
I'm as ready as I can be.
I see. No time to waste, right? Now, I would like to talk to you about this so-called Project Genesis. That's the codename of a top-secret operation that the Sagaris Pioneers are cooking up. We certainly know more about it than they would like, but we remain in the dark when it comes to their ultimate goal. We do know that it involves a facility in their space with an unknown purpose. Fortunately for us, There seems to have been an incident, and the station was evacuated until repairs could be carried out.
That's suspicious.
This is a short-lived opportunity to gather intel. As such, we've taken action to inject false security documents into a Pioneer database. Congratulations, Operative. You're now a qualified Pioneer engineer first class. You're set to join one of their engineering teams to repair that facility. During the operation, gather whatever information you can, but use your discretion. Just follow along with their instructions and you'll be fine. The team is gathering in Neptune.
Understood. Okay. So with that will be the end of episode 1. Join me in episode 2, where we will go further into exploring what's going on with the so-called Project Genesis and our new role as a Terran operative. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.